And it's time for yet another slightly pointless vlog, yeah. Oh no, he's got a gun! Well, hi, welcome back to another SamSPV. Thanks for joining us again. And today's subject was suggested by Ryan, also known as Super White Lightning 8. I think he's also known as Super White Lightning 7 as well. I don't know where 1 through 6 is, but 7 and 8, that's him. Also known as Bucknut Productions. Bucknut Productions, I think I'm saying that right. And yeah, ever the bright and cheery lad he is, he always seems to suggest rather dark and grim subjects. And today's subject that I've chosen to use is one from him, and that's Shootingz. Not shooting, you know, as in just going out for target practice on a range or something like that, but Shootingz. So yeah, it kind of lines up with another sort of line of subject that I wanted to talk about, so I'll use it. Now, you know, Shootingz isn't something you really hear about that much in the UK, but on the news we hear about it, you know, several times a year from like the States, and it kind of seems to me that it's down to like the Americans' point of view on firearms, because they, you know, they have their constitution that has the bit that says and the right to bear arms, but you know, that's not really relevant anymore, because you know, at the time that that was written, which was centuries ago now probably, you know, they needed to defend themselves a lot more against moi, the redcoats, you know, but these days, you know, they're at less risk of being invaded, you know, and I don't like guns that much. I mean, I have the guy's dilemma of not liking guns in real life, but absolutely loving them in movies and video games. You know, movies and video games would be boring without guns, but real life, they're just barbaric tools these days. And you know, in my point of view, like, I don't know if this is kind of a science fiction-y thing or if they can do it these days, but I've seen it in like movies where there's supposed to be like guns that like can read your fingerprints or something like that, or I don't know, but guns that know who's holding them, like they know whether or not they're being held by their owner. Now, if that technology does exist, I kind of think it should be, you know, a law that all guns should have this type of technology in them, you know, because, you know, I think if you knew that if you shot someone, that you would definitely be caught because it came from your gun, the gun would only fire if you were the one holding it. It would like cut down on the number of shootings, you know, the ones that people plan to get away with. Oh, this subject gets me short of breath. But yeah, you know, if that technology is actually possible, it should be made law that all guns should have such technology in them. Otherwise, just get rid of guns. You don't need them anymore. You know, can't we all be friends? Peace, flower power, and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, that's my point of view on Shootingz and guns as a combined subject. If you have a strong opinion either way about guns, whether you think we should keep them or get rid of them, or implement the futuristic technology that I just mentioned, you know, leave your opinion down in the comments. If you have a subject for me to talk about in future videos, feel free to leave them in the comments as well, and on the Facebook page there should be a link in the description, and on my channel. But other than that, thanks for watching. If you feel like it, feel free to subscribe, please and thank you, and bye. Bye.